from the only president in my lifetime who's ever followed through on all of his campaign promises to the American people. Excuse me, I'm not done talking.
The House.
Furthermore, Mr. Speaker.
We came to modest achievements. And a tweet changed all of it?
Today, I came to party.
Elon Musk completely disrupted the continued resolution, the CR, that is the budget that Democrats and Republicans are trying to put together to keep the government open through March. They can't agree, it's off the table. They're threatening to shut it down. And that has huge repercussions. It's not a big deal to those of us who don't work in government. It's a big deal to anyone who gets a government check of some kind, public workers, millions of them. I'm happy to see it shut down because I think it's so corrupt and disgusting that really Elon Musk is looking out for us. So welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. This is where the happy patriots are. Of course, let us know what you think about the shutdown. Do we shut it down? I'm a big yes.
I voted for a CR, but I'm here today because I realize that the plan that's on the table currently to keep our government open, but also the promise from the only president in my lifetime who's ever followed through on all of his campaign promises to the American people. Excuse me, I'm not done talking. Give me the same respect we give you guys.
That's Rep. Paulina Luna, who starts complimenting Trump for someone who keeps his promises. And the House of Reps blows up. Just ooh, boo, boo. They can't even stand hearing any of that. Here's Eric Doherty breaking. Chaos erupts on the House floor as Democrats shout at Rep. Paulina Luna during her speech in support of the Trump-backed spending bill. Luna, excuse me, I'm not done talking. Give me the same respect we give you guys. Do you hear that? They won't give the gentle lady respect because she's a lady, she's a woman, because we know what the Democrats really think of women. And then she says, hey, you guys, you men, we give you the respect. The deal on the table will keep the government open. And if you guys choose to shut it down, it will be on you, not the Republican Party. So the Democrats always try and pin the shutdown on the Republicans, and usually they own media, so they get away with that. And now the Republicans are pushing back, knowing now we own media on X, and push back and go, no, this is going to be on you if you don't sign this bill. Well, what's the difference in the bill, how it has changed in the last 48 hours? We have a picture of it coming up in a minute.
The House will come to order. My colleagues are reminded the gentlewoman has the floor. She has the right to be heard.
That's mansplaining. He's telling all the ladies, hey, she has a right to be heard. Quit interrupting her. Or as ladies say, you go, hey, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Remember that little Kamala Harris thing? I love it when the right does it to the left. Hey, I'm speaking.
The gentlewoman has the right to be heard, and the gentlewoman would be reminded to direct her comments to the chair. The gentlewoman from Florida is recognized.
From the only president in my lifetime who's fulfilled all of his campaign promises to the American people, has promised to cut hundreds of billions of dollars in reconciliation. You want to talk about shutting down the government. The deal that was negotiated was largely rejected by the American people, which, to Speaker Johnson's credit, pulled it from the floor.
So this is the CR that went from a tiny, tiny amount of this much spending to they packed it up with bloat. And then Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy sent it out to the internet through X so that all the people could read it. And the people, we all just blew up and said, this is pork. This is not why Trump won, right? Well, then they shrink it back down. And Mike Johnson had the wisdom to pull the deal, although his career is in question now. And Trump comes out and attacked Chip Roy today, too, in a big way. Ooh, the factions. The fissures are coming out in the Republican Party.
Which is why we are here today. The deal on the table will keep the government open for the American people, and if you guys so choose to shut it down, it will be on you, but not the Republican Party. Amen. We will not be going back to the table. This deal stands as it is, so let you go back home on Christmas and explain to your people why you shut down the government, because we won't be doing it.
The House...
Furthermore, Mr. Speaker...
the Democrats are going nuts. See, they're not a party of rules. They don't care about the rules. Now, earlier, Rep. Paulina said Trump promised to cut billions in spending. Here's the actual tweet. The United States will cut hundreds of billions of dollars in spending next year through reconciliation. Now, I believe they'll cut even deeper than that. They'll reach into the trillions. And then the Democrats got their chance to speak, and they've been rolling out over the last 24 hours President Elon Musk. They keep calling him President Elon Musk, implying he's the true president. And they're trying to make fun of Trump and put distance between he and Trump, playing to Trump's ego, saying, we won't call President Trump the president. We'll call Elon Musk the president and get those two to break up. It's not going to work.
And you know what? They got scared because President Musk told them, President Musk said, don't do it. Don't do it. Shut the government down. Imagine. What does he know about what people go through is when the government shuts down? Are his employees furloughed? Hell no. Is he furloughed? No. And when you shut the government down, people don't get paid. And maybe if none of us got paid if the government shut down, some people on the other side of the aisle would feel differently about where we're going in this effort. We had an agreement. But you know, this is not different from what we've experienced over the last year and a half or so. Think about it. Biden, McCarthy, deal, come together. Next day, walk away. Johnson, Schumer, deal. Next day, walk away. And now this deal, walk away from it.
Your currency in this institution is your word. We reached an agreement. We came to modest achievements. And a tweet changed all of it? Can you imagine what the next 2 years are going to be like if every time the Congress works its will and then there's a tweet? Or from an individual who has no official portfolio, who threatens members on the Republican side with a primary, and they succumb? This institution has a separate responsibility based upon the separation of powers.
Sort of. What he doesn't know is that Elon Musk isn't elected. He represents us. All he's doing is he put the bill out on the internet where we could read it, and these Democrats are terrified. They're falling apart going, look at all the power Elon Musk has. Elon Musk doesn't have power. He communicated what they're doing, which is usually done in back rooms. In some cases, this bill wasn't even read. Now take a look at the bill, this picture. This is the bill. This is Elon Musk tweeted this. So yesterday's bill, that's the 1,500 pages of pork. Today's bill, which Rep. Paulina Luna said they're calling it the clean bill, is much thinner. And that's the one that they're saying if the Democrats reject that one, they're going to be shutting down the government. They're going to be responsible for not passing that one. That's what they're all screaming about. Now you guys know the context. Let's get back to purple-haired lady from Connecticut.
Who do we trust in this body? And above all, can the American people trust us? Trust us with their lives. When we had a moment, when we came to agreement as Democrats and Republicans, and then we were able to say, let's move forward. This country.
We came to an agreement when the people didn't know what was in the bill. And then that evil Elon Musk let everyone know what was in the bill. And we read it, and it was full of garbage. Typical, just all the trans, all kinds of new laws, all kinds of stuff that they're sneaking in, having nothing to do with helping farmers and helping hurricane victims, which is how they were advertising it.
The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The gentlewoman is reminded to direct her comments to the chair. My colleagues are reminded to yield the floor to the gentlewoman from Florida.
Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, the former bill had items in it to include random pandemic policies, biocontaminant research that were not in the best interest of the American people. So the deal on the table is as is. You either vote for or you vote for the shutdown, but it will be not on the Republican Party, but on Democrats as it stands. Mr. Speaker, I yield my time.
We're going to leave it at that, but I hope you will go online and remind all your friends, tell them in the chat below, spread this message out to your friends that the Democrats are trying to shut the government down by not agreeing to the most recent CR. I'm Doug in Exile.